Hi, Candace here. Thank you for watching my videos. I apologize again for not posting one every week like I planned. And I know it's been over 2 weeks now, so I want to just clue you in as to why I've been kind of lagging here. So if you've watched my past videos, you know that I've been dealing with getting rid of my RV, and so finally did. And that was a very long process and hard emotionally, too. So, also, my dog, one of my dogs, has a sore on her leg, and so been going to the vet back and forth and trying different treatments. So that has also been time consuming and mentally draining. And it's over 110 degrees here in Arizona most days, so that presents a challenge for me because I'm still not used to the heat, and so I have to either do things early in the morning, which I'm not a morning person, or I just go out in the heat, and then when I come home, I feel really drained from being out in the heat, and so I have to drink extra water, but then I don't feel thirsty, so then I don't drink enough water, and I don't feel good or whatever. And then I've been going to a lot of different appointments, medical appointments, because I'm trying to improve my hearing once again. I've mentioned before, and I have my little thing here. It says I am partly deaf, because I've been taking classes and participating in a lot more activities where I'm around people, and there's noisy or there's background noise, and so I'm really finding it challenging to like keep up with conversations or hear like announcements and stuff. So I was looking into getting hearing aids, and anyway, I'll do another video on that because that's a whole bunch of information to share. And then legal and financial professionals have been meeting with to deal with my financial situation from my husband's passing and all that. So, and of course, in between all that, I get little bouts of memories of me and my husband, and good and bad. And so, it's not as bad as before, but it is something I still have to deal with. So allowing time for that, allowing time for me to take care of myself has been a struggle. So the main thing is like trying to come up with a routine that is structured enough that I get all my main important things done for the day or the week, yet still flexible enough to deal with, life when things come up, like the dog having to go to the vet, you know. So the other challenge is because I have these ADHD traits of not having good memory, getting overwhelmed easily, easier than other people when things don't go as planned, or dealing with social situations. And so I know I've talked about that before, so that continues to be a struggle with me. So I just wanted to share the things that I'm doing to overcome these struggles on a daily basis. Hopefully this helps you if you're dealing with any of these issues, or if you know someone that is dealing with these issues. Another thing that I mentioned in one of my last videos is trying to just keep things clean. And I found out by watching the How to ADHD YouTube channel by Jessica McCabe that is pretty common for people with ADHD, is that they are messy because they're always like doing things. They start things, but then they forget to allow time for cleanup afterwards, and so they put it off, and then they've got piles and they can't find stuff, and that's when they have to clean stuff and they get overwhelmed. Anyway, so my my last video I was telling you how I was like overwhelmed with trying to clean my office, for instance. I wanted to just show you real quick my office. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn this around. Sorry. So, there you can see I have. It's not totally clean, but it's not totally a mess either. Hopefully you're not getting dizzy as I do this. I'm trying to go slow. So, so depending on your, what do you call it? Your habits, your lifestyle, you may see this as messy. You may see this as not messy. This is, to me, semi-messy. I have stuff on the bed, but not as much. So I could quickly clean that up if I needed to, if somebody came over and was going to spend the night or something, The only thing is I got like a whole bunch of receipts that are piling up and I need to file them, do something with them. So it's just these little piles that start growing and growing and become big piles that are issues for me. So just want to share with you the things I've been using, and I'll go into more detail in another video so this one doesn't get too long. So first of all, I've heard it so many times in different YouTube channels and with people that I've talked to, mental health professionals as well as medical professionals. Meditation and mindfulness. That whenever you feel overwhelmed or sad or mad, that you just need to take a break and assess the situation, look at it from a higher perspective. Try to see, outside of yourself. Go to God in prayer, pray about the situation, try to understand why you're going through this situation. How does it affect you? How does it affect others? Try to look at it as a way of learning from the experience instead of getting all emotional about it. And then to give your mind a break, so that just not even think about it. So you thought about it and then just like let it go and realize you can come back to thinking about it, but give your mind at least 5 minutes break. And so I'll just sit down somewhere quiet if I'm at home, and then just sit, turn everything off, don't touch my phone, and just sit, close my eyes, focus on my breathing, and just don't think about negative things, think about positive things, think about being at the beach, or think about, when I go to heaven, what it's going to be like and stuff like that. And then I also do talk out loud to God and to myself, to like talk out the problem when I'm ready to, I've like refreshed, regrouped, and then I can say, okay, what can I do? What can I do and what can I not do? What is out of my control? And just like forget that. So talking it out with God and with myself, and then realizing, okay, the things that I can't help myself with, then can I turn to someone else? And so then I'll, take a moment to pray on that and think about that. Sometimes something will come right away, sometimes it doesn't. And I just have to let go and just realize, okay, a solution will present itself later. And then sometimes I reach out, if it's something I'm like, I just got to do something about this. So then I'll reach out to my coach or to a friend that I feel like maybe has experience with this or whatever, And that seems to help sometimes. And then the other thing that I've been doing, that I need to do on a daily basis, and I haven't gotten into the routine yet, but I am continuing to strive for that, is my priority list. To everything that I've got in my head that I'm like worried about doing, put it in my priority list. I've got an Excel spreadsheet where I put everything I was writing it down, but that just wasn't working for me because then I have to redo the list because I sort it by priority. I assign it. Like I said, I'll go through this more if you really want to know how I do it, but I prioritize it and date things so I don't forget, okay, this is something I have to do like next week or next month, and then how much time it's going to take me. And so that way I can really be proactive about it instead of just like winging it and then like freaking out when I don't have enough time or like I forgot something that had to happen like last week. And then I found out about this app called Toggl where you can track your time. Like you have no idea how long something's going to take you. Then I've been tracking my time to kind of figure out, okay, well, how long does it take me to clean up the dishes after I eat? You know, does it really only take 5 minutes like I'm thinking, or does it take me 20 minutes and I'm just not allowing enough time? You know? And then using my Google Calendar, because I have Gmail, so I try to do everything that's like Google related to make it easy to link everything together. So I've been keeping my appointments with people on there so that way I can easily see it on my calendar and also be able to communicate with them if they need to change it or I need to change it. Then it automatically will send an email to them or to me if they want to change it. So those are the main things that I've been using to organize, to manage my time better. So if you have any comments about any of those, or you have others that you want to share, please add a comment below this video. And I will list all these things in the description of the video. So in case you are interested in seeing that and you didn't jot down everything I just said, then I will do that. And let me know if there's anything else that I can do in these videos that would be helpful for you. Because the whole reason I'm doing this is it's kind of therapy for me to like get this out and also to communicate with the people who care about me in a mass way, so I'm not having to repeat myself or forgetting to tell them something. But it's also a way for me to share my talents and experience to help others. That's the main driver, because I feel like that's got to be the reason why I went through some of these struggles, is to help other people that are struggling. So, and I know a lot of people have made comments that has inspired them. It has helped them to see things in a different perspective for their friends that are struggling with things that are similar. So thank you, and continue to please comment on things, even if it's like just one word or whatever, or an emoji, to know that people are watching and getting something positive out of this. And please, if I do anything that you feel needs to be changed or improved, then please tell me in a way that you would want to hear it, to make it that I could take that information and improve myself. Because if you're just mean, you know, that's going to scare me off. And maybe that's the reason why I didn't post some for a while, because I was, you know, there were a few like off the wall comments that, you know, were critical, and I tried to, you know, look at it from a non-emotional perspective, but sometimes it's kind of hard, especially with all I'm going through. So thank you, and I will share with you some more in another video. Aloha.